project. So my wife needs, we're doing a class and we need 10 of these butterflies. So let's do this. And they need to be 10 inches. Oops. So let's change the size so 10 inches wide. Okay. And no matter what, I'm going to end up having to cut it on 2 boards, but I'm trying to stay away from 3 if I can help it. So let's move this one down, and I'm holding down the shift button and then using the cursors so that it does finer adjustments here. All right, and Control Z, Control V. So let's probably gonna need 3 boards. I think there's just gonna be too much waste here. Oh, wait, nope, I can get them on 2 boards. So there's 6. Okay. All right, well, there's nothing to really work with, so I'm just gonna I'll just space these out a little bit. I can't really squeeze anything in between these. This one's a pretty simple one, so okay. So there's our 6. And I'll just end up cutting 2 boards worth, and she'll have a couple extras for doing whatever she wants. So let's highlight this all and hit the toolpath and contour. And I'm still using a 1/8 bit, and we're going to go, oops, half of the bit in diameter, plunge rate. I've been doing like 20, feed rate 130. Okay, I want to go outside cut, maximum depth. I'm actually going to do 251 so that it goes all the way through. And that should be good. Max depth, let me just double check. That's feed rates. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a quick cut, so I'm still working on getting comfortable with this, but I feel pretty good about it. There's that. It's pretty simple cut. So let's save the code. And we're saving it here. So all butterflies. All right, let's head out to the machine and get some cutting done.
Time to get cutting, but I do want to replace the bit that I'm using because I got another new kind that I haven't tried yet. So I'm still using, because I really like using for what we're doing, these 1/8 inch bits. So I still have the 1/4 to 1/8 inch collet here. I was using, I don't remember what these are called. Hang on. These are called a straight bit. And so it's just kind of a flat wall cutter. And it seemed to do pretty well. But I did pick up a thing of 1/8 inch upcuts. So I'm going to throw one of these in and do a cut and see how it works. These are more what I'm used to. I bought those straight walls just, I don't know, they were fairly inexpensive and I thought it would be worth trying out. All right. Okay. And I'll be honest, I've been buying just inexpensive bits because I'm still learning. And, you know, I was buying those $20, $30 carbide bits and, you know, I blew up a couple and it was just getting a little frustrating. So I thought, you know, if I'm learning, I'd rather blow up, you know, 8 or 10 inexpensive bits that still do 98% of what I need them to. And so far, they've actually been really good. So, all right. Let's see, where are we at? Got to cut 2 boards. So let's get this pushed back. I don't know if I've shown you guys or if you've seen it in a while, but I went and picked up from like Goodwill one of these little kitchen carts that's on wheels, and it had a wood cutting board in here, and I just pulled that out and cut a piece of coroplast so that it had a rim on it, and it's really nice because I can just wheel it around. So it does everything I need. It holds all my accessories, and I can just get it out of the way. I've been taking just a really damp, just a lightly damp rag and wiping down the boards before I do anything with them. And then same thing with my waste board, just to make sure my tape sticks. Just a little extra adhesion on it there. All right. This board's got a little bit of a damaged edge on it, but I think it'll be fine for what I need to do. So we're going to be doing just 2 rows of tape, just keeping it simple. I'll do this side. So I'll make that the top, and then we're just going to run. It's just 6 big objects, so they're going to be right down the middle here. I don't need anything fancy. Again, this is something I'm just, really, I guess it helps if I show you what I'm doing. So I'm just running one row there and 1 row here. It's right down the middle of the project. I've really been trying to minimize, how much tape my bit has to cut through, and I've also been trying to minimize how much tape I physically use. I definitely was on the overkill side before. So, getting better with it. But now, since I'm going to be cutting just, 6 things, I just need to make sure those 6 are supported, and I'm good. One of these days I'll get that stupid hammer out of my garage, or my barn. Okay. Alright, so feeling pretty good about that. Let's get my probe block here. And okay, so again over here, first I had to choose Imperial, then probe, and let's get this down so it's near, and then I'll lift up. Okay. Oh wait, don't have the magnet on. Alright. There we go, and we need 1/8 inch. 1, 2, 5. And now it'll do its thing over here. After I do these couple of cutouts, it'll be a separate video, but I'm going to be doing something brand new. I'm going to be cutting acrylic and manufacturing a stand of sorts, so it's going to be a multi-piece kit. I think I'm going to have to reprobe. This thing knocked it off, or I knocked it off. We're gonna sorry about my shoulder. We're gonna reprobe this. I don't trust the results. My vacuum attachment, because this board has a little bit of a damaged edge, it was raising it up just enough that it was dragging the block, so I'm just holding it down. It actually doesn't need me for this part. All right. Let's get this back, or you guys can see the whole thing. Get some eyes and ears on here. Yeah. That's good. Because of where it was a little bit taller here, it got a bad read on the elevation, and as a result, it may not finish as deep as I need it to. So let's see here. Otherwise, I'll stop it and I'll run new code. have a bad feeling it's going to jump to the next one here in a second. If it does, I'm just going to stop this and go run new code. All right, well, there's another learning for me. So if you look over here at the board, you can see that it's got a little bit of water damage or something. And I wasn't pushing down on the board, and it was probably at least 5 thousandths, probably honestly more like 10 or 12 thousandths difference in thickness. So as a result, it had the wrong start height. And so I use where the hold down rails are. I look for, being able to see down through here to make sure it cut deep enough. And I can't see anything. So here's what I need to do. I need to go back. I'm just going to go back. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to increase the cut depth because I don't want to waste that one. So if I just increase the cut depth and then resave the file, I should be good as long as I saved the file. So I guess we're going to see if I screwed this up or not. I'll be back. Well, I did not save the file. So I'm going to have to try something else, which is I'm going to bring this back over here. And I'm going to reprobe this. I have no idea if this is going to work, but if I'm going to lose that B either way, I might as well try something. So I'll learn something either way. All right. So let's go back. Let's probe. And then I have to compress this wood. Okay. I don't know what this is going to do, but can't hurt to try. And if it doesn't cut deep enough, then I'll just go make a new file with the other 5 cuts on it. All right. The first thing is making sure that it actually goes back to the exact same spot. It might be a little off. We'll see here. I'm a little curious since I haven't had to do this before. It's very, very close. All right, I won't bore you with watching this. We'll check back in about 5 minutes on this one. Well, that one there is a lost cause. I didn't have the file to recreate, and I just couldn't get the depth deep enough, so we'll see. Maybe I can punch it out manually, but I went ahead and rebuilt the file, so we'll have, my wife changed it on me. That's why there's 2 B's up there, but butterflies on the next cut. This one had 4 butterflies and 2 bees. So let's see if this thing makes the grade. We'll check back in a couple minutes here. Alright, well, this is probably a good lesson learned, just to do one of 2 things. Either I should not have put the damaged edge in the front because I thought pushing down would give it enough that it would come down to the proper height, but when I get my micrometers on, or my calipers on this, even if I push down, I'm at 282 in this corner here, and that wood is all 2495 or 250. So 250, and over here, I'm just doing it real quick. Yeah, it's even. Yeah. So over here, I mean, it's, if I don't push down, it's almost 31, 331, and then if I push down real hard, I can get to like 2.8. So I mean, that's 30 thousandths off, so that's substantial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in the house, and I am just going to add 30 thousandths to the cut and redo this, because I don't want to waste another cut out over there. So I'll probably end up burning a little bit of God, I don't want to do that, because I'm going to end up going 30 thousandths. Well, I'm just going to go in and drop it like 33 thousandths, and I'll just end up with a little bit of cut in my waste board. It won't be the first time, but at least I'll salvage everything, and I know it'll cut right. So I'll be back again. Here we go again. I added 31 thousandths to the depth. I think I might have inadvertently cut over that other bee too, so I might have really screwed up. It's just one of those days. So we'll check back in a few minutes here. And here we are on my 4th or 5th try. I added another 10 thousandths to the depth because it was just barely breaking through in some spots. I don't know what's going on. I can only assume that it's because it's a little bit of a damaged piece of wood, and it just had really bad measurements. I don't know. It's very strange. We'll see what it does when I cut the next board. But we'll finish up with this one. I'll show you how it finishes out. This just isn't my day. It mostly cut. I'd say about 95% went through properly. It still wasn't enough. I was at 0.28 something. I finally just said, forget this. I went and did one more. It's going to do a single pass at 310. That should clean up everything, and I can be done with this board. This is just crazy. I mean, I know I'm not super good at this, but this board has definitely been presenting me some problems. This should only take about 2 minutes. Fingers crossed this is the last time I have to cut this board. Good. Alright, everything cut through, so that's a good sign. Didn't even go that deep. Yeah, something was just super wonky with this board. I'm not even going to try to salvage that other B. It's still way too deep. Alright, well. Somehow I made it through. So there's our B, and we got a bunch of our butterflies. So I don't know. That was a horrible experience, but a good learning for me on using boards that are less than optimal. So I will definitely pay attention a lot closer next time. Okay, we're going to jump into our second part of this, and I am going to reprobe and see if it makes a difference. Like I said, I can only assume that something was super wonky with that last piece of wood. But I did remember to go out to the barn and grab a mallet. I had a dead blow that I was going to use from Harbor Freight, but I decided to go with a big rubber mallet instead, so we'll see how it works. Alright. Now this is a normal, no issue piece of wood for me, like I've been using, so I'm hoping for no issues. Well, I don't know. These last couple pieces of wood have just been... I don't know. Alright, well, we're just going to see what happens. It's a Saturday and I got time. Well, we're going to try this again, see if I can just make this a really fun Saturday. I can only hope this is the last of my wonky wood down there. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get really good at whatever it is I need to do to fix this. Okay. Not how I wanted to spend today, but... Alright, let's put the new file in. Now this one's based on my normal wood dimensions, so I don't know what's going to happen here. Alright, I'm going to go make a new file. I don't trust whatever this thing's going to try to do in 3 minutes. Yeah, Yeah, something. I must have only highlighted one of the butterflies for the toolpath, because now it's back to 12 minutes, which 2 times 6 would be 12, so that seems about right. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and we're going to see what this cut does. At least it's off to a good start. It's cutting at a depth, which it wasn't doing the first time. Okay, we'll come check back. Well, you know, look, it wasn't one of my better days cutting things, but this did work. So it cut rougher. Maybe my feed rate was a little higher. I went a little more than normal, like 130 or 140. And it was definitely a little rougher on the edges. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I'll clean it up pretty easily, but it's still kind of a pain to have to do. So I don't know. It's just one of those days. But I hope your day's going better, and thanks for watching my failures.